Hello, in this video we're going to make a hover animation. So what we're going to try to do is when we hover over this button, it should transition from one size to the other. And then when we leave the button, it should transition back. So the first thing that we're going to do is create our script, which we'll call scale animation. And then we're going to assign it to our button. So to create the animation, we're going to use DOTweening. So we'll first have to import this package. It's a package that you can get in the asset store for free. So we'll go to Package Manager. I've filled it in here. Tweening, we'll have to import this package. So we'll import all of them. So we'll now have to set up DOTween. So we'll press the button to set up. And then we'll have to press apply. Okay, now close this window. And then we'll go into our script. So we don't really need the update function. The only thing that we really need is the start function. So the first thing that we'll do is to define the default size. So we'll use a float for this. And we'll also define the scaled size and the transition speed. And then we'll also define the rect transform of the button itself. We'll do this with a private variable, since we don't really need to assign this. At least not in the editor. So we'll just call this rect transform. And then here we can assign this rect transform. So to then get the hover functionality, we can actually just use the IPointerEnterHandler and the IPointerExitHandler. And then it's going to ask us to actually add the functionality because we just added these interfaces. So what we can do is Control dot, and then it will actually ask us to implement the missing members. So it'll prompt us with this window, and then we can just press OK because it'll create both for us. So when we've implemented the IPointerEnterHandler and IPointerExitHandler, we can now use the rect transform.do. And then we'll do a do scale. For this, we'll have to enter the size that we actually want to scale towards, and then the transition speed. So in the editor, we'll define the scaled size, which we'll enter here 3 times. And then we will do the same thing here to actually get the default size. Because when we leave the button, then we actually want it to scale back to the default size. And this should be it for the script. So we'll go back into our editor. And then inside of the inspector, we can select our toggle. And here for the default size, we'll keep it at the size that we currently already have. we'll scale it to, let's say, 1.3, so that it gets a little bit bigger. And then for transition, we'll go for 0.3 seconds. When we now start our project, it should scale up. And that's it. That's how simple you can implement a scaling script.